Number 1, Saturn Bomberman. Four words that seal the number 1 spot here. 10-person local multiplayer. The Bomberman franchise had been pioneering multiplayer gaming practically since its inception, so it only makes sense that it holds the achievement for the
Really trusting the Bloodless Top 10 channel to tell us what is the best Bomberman game ever. I guess I shouldn't be too hard, but is Saturn Bomberman really the best one? For years and years, I heard this game get nothing but praise, the best this franchise will get. So good against Ukrainian illnesses! I already disagree with that, but let's get more into the game for more reasons. Why? So the game starts off with a 2D animated intro, and admittedly it's pretty kick-ass. It's colorful, well animated, and honestly perfectly represent what Bomberman was like in the mid to late 90s. Although, am I the only one that finds it weird and odd how this intro implies that by doing a big bomb in a volcano, the planet becomes a bomb and it detonates, most likely killing everything and everyone in the universe as life could know it? Or it's stupid. I think that may be it. Wait. Oh no. Wait. No. No, wait, what? No, wait. I don't wanna go. Alright, so you have several modes, but I'll start off with normal game. The controls here are fine. They have been better, but here they are fine. You move around with the D-pad, press the A button to pick up bombs with the power glove, press the B button to detonate remote controlled bombs, and press the C button to plant bombs. I don't know why the B and C buttons weren't swapped in functions, but whatever. Okay, so what's the plot? The Heiji bandits are heading into the deepest depths of a jungle in search of the Crystal Tower, a tower that seals away the legendary Crater Demon. They take away the crystals that keeps the monster at bay, which in turn releases him, but with the help of a mind control device, they put him under their control. But in all honesty, by giving you this plot summary, I spared you guys from the laughing riot of these hilarious, awful voice acting.
Second crystal is hidden in the samurai world.
Forever! Get ready, Bomberman! The world is mine!
My robots, but now you haven't got a chance. Are you ready, Bomberman? This is my masterpiece!
I'm pretty much stalling right now, so let's talk about the actual game. The most blatant difference is the way Terras function compared to Louise. You see, Terras initially hatch as babies, but the more food and prey you find, the more they grow. But if they die, they will remain the way you find them, assuming it's the same color if you hatch a new one. But their abilities aren't affected by this for some reason, which is a missed opportunity. But speaking of which, yellow terrors can roar, pink terrors can jump, purple terrors use a detector ray to find items hidden in soft blocks, blue terrors can kick bombs, and green terrors can sprint. Personally, I like the Louise better. Sure, having you help them grow up is an interesting idea, but it adds up tedious, especially remembering that you have to do this process for all 5 tiers. It can be very tiresome. This may seem petty, but I also find the reads a lot more interesting. Look at all these cuties. Same species, all with unique character. Tiras don't have that, which makes them all blend in and quite honestly feel the same. That may also be why Tiras ended up being in 2 games only. But anyway, the levels may be colorful, but how are they to play on? Well, they seem to be similarly styled to the ones in 94, where you need to destroy a certain amount of beacon to reach the goal. But unlike 94, you actually get to save, which for someone who's more used to that than passwords is a great help for them. For me though, the passwords in 94 were randomized. They were attached to each levels, and unless you got a lot of game overs, you can just look them up. So I get and I am really grateful for why saves are used. The passwords didn't bother me too much personally. Anyway, something that does stand out is having in-state gimmicks, like cannibals on the pirate ship. Your hard fidelity! Being a pirate is alright to be! Do what you want cause a pirate is free!
That's why I'm here.
Uh, Eric? But what about the bosses? How are those? They certainly wanted to use bright scaling on some of them, that's for sure. But in terms of how they actually are, they're bosses. Just the typical mediocre bosses. Like the ones that don't really end up standing out from something like Super Bomberman 3's bosses or even 94's bosses. But anyway, another single player mode is called Master. White Bomber now dons an orange sleeveless G, Dragon Ball style, as he goes through the different 20 stages with the occasional boss but no story, and a timer to see how you are ranked, even if they are it's consistent with White Bomber's outfit. Come on! It's like its own remix version of the first Bomberman if you really think about it. It's really fun and I wish more Bomberman games had this mode. It's really that addictive. As addictive as mozzarella sticks. Oh shit, am I drooling? Finally, oh wait. Oh, hang on. Oh. Finally, the main thing people keep gushing about for this game, the multiplayer. And the reason is simple, actually. Because of it being 10-player compatible. Now, I'm sure that was impressive at the time. There's just one problem. Are you listening? Are you listening? Good. Listen. Hello! There have been games in the series that surpass that. So it's not really that much of a selling point now, is it? And I don't know why you'd want to do that when it makes the graphics require a lot more squinting from the eye. So I only recommend 4 players max. I don't care if that's traditional, just as long as you're able to see without squinting. Because this is a pretty fun multiplayer, along with in-stage gimmicks like single player. They even got a bunch of cameos from other Hudson Soft games. Aww. So with that being said, what are my thoughts on Saturn Bomberman? Well, it's good, but it's not that good. For my money, if I wanted something super duper great, I'd go to 94. Even Super Bomberman 3 I'd go for if personal preferences put me in the mood. Saturn Bomberman is by no means a bad game. I don't think so anyway. It's got good stuff, and it is good stuff, but said good stuff to me is being overblown to seem way better than it actually is, which is why I say play it once, but that's it, just play it once. This was Joseph from Joseph's World, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.